So, it has been a great day beginning with the Howard and Georgiana Jones lecture given by Dr. Seegers this morning, and this afternoon with the Richard Chalind Edward Wallach dedication. And I am sure that Howard and Georgiana Jones will be very proud. For those of you, well, now you know who I am. I am Joan and Edward Wallach, St. Paul. And on behalf of my sister Julie, who is here, and our respective families, her husband, Julie's husband Alan, son Sam, daughter Jenna, my wife Waltraud, and our two sons Elias and Ruben, we are very proud of our father, grandfather, and father-in-law for being honored with this prestigious professorship. A professorship in one's name at such a renowned institution as Johns Hopkins Hospital, with Howard and Georgiana Jones and the whole Jones family as benefactors, makes for a truly memorable event. It is a privilege and real pleasure for us to be among you all here tonight who have traveled from near, far, and very far for this honor. I've been asked to say some words on a personal note about my father, and in preparing these thoughts and taking into consideration the recent passing of Dr. Jones, I've decided to mention some of the people that have most influenced my father. Although I never had the good fortune to meet Howard, Dr. Howard, as I will now say, Dr. Jones, my father spoke so often and so highly of him that I feel as though I have. He was, for my father, the epitome of a physician, teacher, researcher, role model, mentor, etc. of exceptional examples. Someone who quite simply excelled at being a human being and friend. He profoundly impacted my father's life and will be very missed but not forgotten. There haven't only been researchers and doctors who have been role models or mentors for my father. My middle name, Avery, is proof of that. This was a name that I took a long time to get used to, Avery, A-V-E-R-Y. In the early 1950s, my father played midfield on an outstanding lacrosse team at Swarthmore College. The team's star player and four-time All-American was Avery Blake Jr., also known as Bunky. His father, Avery Blake Sr., was the team star coach. I think you have to correct me on that, but I have the feeling this was a Division III team. They played Division I teams. I think probably the only team they lost to was Hopkins. Both Blakes were eventually inducted into the Lacrosse Hall of Fame, and both Averys must have done something to impress my father before he became my father, because years later the name they shared appeared on my birth certificate. I am forever grateful that it wasn't Bunky. Thanks, Dad. No one influenced my father as much as his father, David Wallach, who dreamed of studying medicine. When his father, Elias Wallach, passed away at an early age, David was obliged to take over the family business and to provide for his mother, brother, and three sisters. While studying law at night, this dream of medicine would have to wait. Growing up, my father knew he wanted to be a doctor, and his parents did everything possible to make that dream a reality. Subsequent doctors, researchers, and scientists, such as Gregory Pincus at the Worcester Foundation of Experimental Biology, Luigi Mastriani and Celso Garcia at the University of Pennsylvania, and of course Howard and Georgiana Jones at the Eastern Virginia Medical School played a tremendous role, not only in the direction of my father's research and career, not only in the direction my father's research and career would take, but also the person he would become. The beauty, and this is what I hear time and time again tonight, and this is what I think. The beauty of academic medicine, as I see it, one of the beauties, is the inevitable take and give back. That the taught will then go on to teach. I well understand and respect the many reasons my father went into academic medicine. Over the years, I have seen him segue from being inspired by role models and mentors into being the inspirer. My father is, for me, the epitome of physician, teacher, researcher, role model, mentor, setter of exceptional examples, someone who excels at being a human being, father and friend, and I am proud to be his son.
Bravo.
I have one more comment to make. It's an important one. I have very briefly spoken about some of the people that have most influenced my father's life, without yet mentioning the most important person, who has been by my father's side for over 60 years and continues to inspire. That is his wife, Joanne, our mom. I never got to meet Dr. Jones, Dr. Howard, or Dr. Georgiana, and I just want to say what a privilege it was today to meet their family. Thank you very much.